when you guys go to a Scottish/Celtic festivals and Highland Games and watching the bands, what is something about their uniforms that you think is cool?
Bands. Oh, did he
He
specify?
said uniform, so I'm assuming he means pipe bands.
That's how
as
I would
opposed
lean.
to like
Okay.
rock bands, folk bands.
Okay. Let's do both.
I don't know any folk bands that wear uniforms. Unless you count Devo.
Are they a folk band?
Sure, why not?
I know a lot of folk bands who would whip it and whip it good. It's the traditional red cone-ish, pyramid
Yes.
hat. Yes. Very, very traditional in Scottish culture. All right, so what's one part of a band's uniform that we think is cool? I'll let you go first because I'm going to say something different.
I think it's about...
I'm
No matter what, I'm going to say something different.
It's going to be different.
I like it when they wear pants.
Not going to say that.
See? Gotcha.
No, sir.
No,
Don't like
I honestly, for me, the uniforms are fine. It's more of the precision that I care about. I do enjoy a good classic military doublet look. Just because, I'm a Victoriophile, so if it's a competition band and they're wearing tweeds, okay. But if you're really going out there and you've got the feather bonnets and just the honest to God's, Edinburgh tattoo kind of vibe is what I really like.
In Class A uniform
the
kind of dress.
Yeah, not even Class A, just like military.
So Theodore he's singing pipe band. He did comment
okay.
here. He is a drummer/drum major as well. So
Okay.
Well, he's the cock of the walk then anyway. I mean, he's the one everybody's paying attention to the most. So I wouldn't be surprised if he agrees with me. I think I love that nod to the 100 to 150-year-old tradition,
Okay.
I like the bling. I like the bling of a military uniform. So
I'm going to go a couple different ways, and I didn't just hear you say, talking about pipe bands, because I want to do both, so I don't care. The couple things. I don't mind the nod to the tradition, but I like when people are going anti-tradition to stand out and do something different in pipe bands, but be a uniform. So I'd say I don't mind but not like too outside the norm. Like I like the move from pipe bands to tweed jacket and vests, away from doublets or away from argyle jackets and vests, away from white hose in the 80s and 90s, to something different. I would also say that I like the innovation that happens within it. So I would say the Piper cut or the Piper flex jacket and vest, if you're going to do an argyle, having the flexible back so you look better while performing versus a standard argyle jacket and vest.
Okay.
Or a Piper cut tweed jacket and vest, which is by Piper cut. Essentially what I'm referring to is on a normal, argyle jacket and vest or tweed jacket and vest, the arm sleeve or the arm side is sewn down a little bit further. On a Piper cut, it's actually a smaller armhole. So when you lift your arm to get over the pipe bag, or lift the arm to get over the pipe bag, it's a little, you have more movement in the arm. The half back of the jacket is a little bit wider, so you can move around a little bit more. It has the 2-button closure on the front with a chain between them, so it moves up a little bit with your body. So it still maintains the shape, but it doesn't go crazy as you're wearing it. And Piper Flex is essentially all of those things, but the back panels of the jacket are actually made with a lycra wool blend that's done on the bias, so it flexes with you as well. So it gives you more movement as a Piper. We've done doublets with Piper Flex backs for Philadelphia Police and Fire Pipes and Drums. So I would say innovation within it is the thing that I think is cool. Even like camouflaged innovation that you don't even know it's there, but they're looking a little bit better and it's easier for them to play because of X, Y, and Z technical aspects of the garments. But it still looks traditional.
I'll give you another one.
Can you make that noise again now? Okay.
I would love to see a band kitted out in foreign service helmets. Go with the pith helmet and the khakis. That would be cool. I'm not sure if anybody does it, but
Seeing how you just went that way, there's a lot of comments that are coming in. I'd say a lot. There's a few comments that are coming in of how they're saying
Millions.
that it's usually 100 degrees by the end of August, and they're having to march
Exactly.
in these hot. So they're almost saying there almost needs to be two looks: a cool weather and a warm weather
well,
look.
a lot of bands do that though. They'll do with they'll go with like a military shirt for hot weather. I know a lot of bands in the Southwest do that.
We were at Celtic Classic this past weekend. I had on with my Back to Nature kilt. I had on my tan like pilot shirt from Columbia or whatever it is with the rolled up sleeves. And somebody the Mackay Pipe Band up in Allentown.
Lee Everett.
Yeah, his wife came over and said, "I love that shirt. You should tell Lee to get that for the band." And I was just like, I never thought about that. It's like a performance fabric shirt, so it's like it breathes in the summer to like wicks sweat away from you. I'm like, that actually is brilliant for a band to do something like that. I've never heard. Maybe they do. We just don't sell those shirts.
Yeah, I'm
so.
surprised you don't see more of it around here. But like I said, I've seen photos of bands from like the Southwest that do the. It's a desert thing, you know. Khaki is the way to go. But, you know.
Interesting. Mac, do you have any things that you like to see on the bands or don't like to see on the band?
See, I'm almost leaning. I lean more towards where Eric's at, the more traditional style.
You want to see the Piper's Blades and the big drum mace or the big.
Yeah, but I don't want to make the Piper's Blades though.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's separate your personal life from your professional life here.
If someone else was making it,
then it would be all about
that'd be great.
What I would really like to see is true fitting spats. That is what I would really like to see.
Yes.
Is spats that actually fit properly.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm gonna throw a curveball. How about a band in trews?
I think it's been done.
I know it's been done.
Yeah.
Would we like to see it or not?
I wouldn't mind. But I'm also I've really enjoyed some of the uniforms that bands from other parts of the Commonwealth have done. Like there are some pipe bands from like from Arabic countries,
India,
from Southeast Asia, or
Pakistan,
from India,
whatever,
where they've combined different elements, and occasionally there's some traditional Scottish influence stuff because of the heritage of the band and the fact that it's a bagpipe band, with elements from their native culture, and they look amazing. And sometimes they're using trousers or trews or something instead of a kilt also, and it's just like it's the bling is fantastic. I mean, you're on parade. Look like you're on parade, you know.
Okay.
This is about inspiring people.
All right, left turn. Not asking the question. I'm going to ask it anyway. So, of the Celtic Rocky style bands that are on stage, is there anything particular that like, ooh, this one band does this one thing, or that guy has a cool look, or whatever, that you would like to see more of?
I don't think there's enough well-fitting kilts. I'll say that. I think the nature of being in a band like that sometimes is that you're scrounging for money, kind of like being a Highland athlete, and you're not necessarily investing a lot of money in because you don't have it. You know, you're a working band, right? You're living in a truck. I'd like them to look a little more put together sometimes, a little more flashy and a little less rough and tumble. Albanach does the rough and tumble thing perfectly, and that's their branding. But I remember going to see a metal band called Ensifarnum years ago, and they were wearing kilts, and they just looked horrible. They're just like, yes, we're all mighty warriors in our kilts, and we're standing with our kilt up on the amplifier, and we're like, and just as a kilt person, I was like, oh, dude, you don't look as good as you think you do. So I think that's the.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was a band, and I'm not naming them on purpose, that we all went to see at Sellersville Theater, and I love the band.
I remember that.
But they all had on, like, for the most part, the singer didn't, but the most of the band had on like Pakistani cheap kilts, and this is a touring international band that tours, international, oddly enough. And I was just like, I wish they had better kilts. Not even like super expensive. They just looked a bit better.
But this particular band is very much in the punk rock part of the spectrum. So...
Understood, but I still want to see like better quality kilts, just punk rocked. So, yeah.
Well, of course, I'd like to see somebody do the gothic vibe. I mean, if you're gonna do
Rammstein in kilts.
Rammstein, well, they're just freaking insane. They just do all kinds of weird costumes. But I'm thinking more something like a folk metal band or more of a gothy band, but do a kilted look, but with the black and the silver and the the more romantic vibe to it. I think that would be cool.
Okay. Indeed.
Yeah.
So that's our take on bands and kilts and stuff. So, cheers.
Bring out the Foreign Service helmets. That's what I say.
No.
Why not?
Flat caps for everyone.
No. Balderdash.
Poppycock.
Poppycock, I say. Foreign Service helmet is actually a pretty fascinating invention. It's a very effective piece of a kit, actually. Doesn't get the love it deserves. Anyway.
I hope you found that clip useful. Remember, if you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notifications when we have new pieces of content, which is pretty often.